Hi, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. So we are starting the second session in the afternoon. The gambling industry in the age of AI. So we have three speakers. We plan to have each of our speaker to speak for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we go for a round of Q&A. So in response to the escalating risk of AI, such initiative necessary for integrating diverse contribution factor and stakeholder to develop comprehensive and adaptive regulatory frameworks to understand the intricate interplay between AI and the gambling industry and also cybercrime in the dynamic landscape of Southeast Asia is crucial for developing effective strategy that mitigate risk while fostering responsible innovation. Okay, so basically, I think we have a threat of AI that goes to the gambling industry and online gambling, of course. So the objective of this section, we're trying to answer to understand the context of space of exception that give rise to a cybercrime ecosystem that includes gambling as one of its key components. The second objective is to address how AI contribute to the creation of illusions and misconception about gambling in Thai youth. The third objective is to brainstorm regulatory approach for the use of AI in the gambling industry and identify appropriate preventive measures. Our first speaker, Ajahn Sorayut from the Faculty of Fine Arts, Chiang Mai University. Our second speaker, Ajahn Nuttakorn from the Faculty of Political Science and Public Administration, Chiang Mai University. And our third speaker is Ajahn Thiratat from the Association of Radio and Media for Children and Youth. So we will start first with Ajahn Sorayut, which sadly he cannot be here with us because he just caught the COVID, but then he is joining with in the Zoom. So please come, Ajahn Sorayut.
Hi, I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm quite excited to talk to you guys today because this is really online Zooms, and indeed we choose to talk to each other in person, particularly on site, because this topic is quite relevant to current situation, particularly in the Thai youth situation in Thailand and Southeast Asia. So let me share my slide first. My topic is about how AI contribute to creations of the illusions and the misconceptions about gambling in the Thai youth. Me myself, I am an anthropologist who work at the Department of Media Art and Design. I teach so many subjects, particularly in media art and cyber cultures and AI as well. But I always teach my students about AI is not only a technique and only a tool or only the technologies, but we have to understanding its appearance in the social context and cultural practices as well. So I have to say good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Today, I would like to present a critical reflections on the digital gambling games, not just an entertainment or the moral concerns, but as the new interface between humans and the technologies of controls. Drawing from my ethnographic research and the insights of Byung-Chul Han, a Korean-born German philosopher, I argue that online gambling represents a transformation in how freedom, agency, and affect are configured in the digital age. Let me share your next slide, please. Let's just start with the context first. As I said to you at the first, I'm an anthropologist. Most of anthropologists have long views gambling as a culturally situated practice, one that varies across social contexts and embedded in the meaning of risk, luck, and play. In Thailand and across Southeast Asia countries, gambling is deeply political and moralizes. Gambling also expresses local cosmologies, ideas about fate, chance, luck, and device will. Yes, much of the research still operates within the offline paradigm. Always operate in the offline paradigm. What happened when gambling shift online? When algorithms, AI system, UX, UI design, and sound cue mediated every interaction? I approach that the digital gambling not as only simple transfer of the activity from the physical to the virtual world, but as the deep ontological shift in what it means to play, to desire, and to calculate. The digital turn in gambling also marks a turn in subjectivities. The player is no longer a social actor negotiating meanings with other players or the environment. They are now a data point in predictive system, a node in the feedback loop engineers for retention. My fieldwork reveals that many players do not see online gambling as gambling in the traditional sense. The platforms feel like games, entertaining, skillful, even relaxing. The boundaries between gambling and gaming collapse. Here, the interface becomes a key point and the key actors. UX, UI design, characters, animations, and even sound design work together to produce emotional intensities, anticipation, joy, and disappointment that hook the player all the time. Game, like a game like a Genshin Impact or Free Fire's employ animate aesthetic or Crestro's soundtrack. I really like Genshin soundtrack as well. I play the piano and I play the Genshin soundtrack song as well. And reward mechanic to reinforce engagement. These are not neutral platforms. They are sensory machines engineered to blind the user to loop of the anticipation and reward. As Byung-Chul Han writes, we are moving from a disciplinary society to achievement society, a world where individuals are seduced into the self-optimization through the pretense rather than coerced by the prohibition. This is here's the Byung-Chul Han, a German philosopher. Byung-Chul Han argued that the neoliberal digital culture, freedom is no longer to freedom from, but the freedom to perform, to express, to participate. The surveillance and the controls no longer appears at the repressions, but at the personalizations, customizations, and choice. Online gambling is the perfect case as well. The player always feels free to shoot the skin, building a team, play whenever they want. But in fact, the actions are channeled through the algorithmic filters and gamified nudges. AI system predicts behaviors, optimize the dopamine feedback, and blur the line between agency and the compulsive. Byung-Chul Han warned us a smooth balance, a kind of the power that does not obstruct but accelerate. In gambling interface, these accelerations manifest the endless spin, loose boxes, and the seasonal events This system rewards participation while quietly extracting data, attentions, and money. So that's why I go back to the classical anthropological concept on the sensory of the gambling game. To grasp these transformations, I turn to sensory ethnography. I explore not only how the people see gambling, but how they're hearing, they're feeling, and move through this digital space. Sound is the key dimension. A high pitches ding dong, like the ding dong sounds in the game, in every game on online platform. The high pitches ding dong sounds mark a successful pull. A dramatic soundtrack builds tensions before the rare drop. Failures are met with the soft thud and brief silence. This cue shapes emotional pacing. They build a rhythm of the anticipation and release. Visual elements in every game and online platform. The visual elements are equally choreographed. The shimmers of the new skin and the flash of the jackpot, the slow unveiling of the prize. These visuals are not arbitrary. They are effective device, not tool, right? They draw players into loop of hope, loop of loss, and loop of the repetition. Touching and emotions always matter as well. Player report tapping in the specified rhythms, developing super situations around timings, or holding their phones in certain way for luck. Here, affect become embodied. The player's body is sensors and the reactors falls into the game's logic. These sensory elements do not simply decorate the game. It's not about the decorating a game. They are effective infrastructures that create a mood, a vibe, a felt sense of the possibility and loss when you play game. They shape the worlds in which gambling becomes immersive, ambient, and emotionally sticky. And this is precisely what makes it so powerful and so difficult to receive. From play to labor, gambling as a digital labor. What emerged is the form of labor. Play as a labor. The player perform emotional, strategic, and often monetary investment. They calculate odds, anticipate outcomes, manage risk, activities one associated with the labors of commerce. But in the gambling games, this labor is distinguished as a preachers. No force, but preachers. Game like Counter-Strike 2 and ROV blur the line further of incorporating realistic military sounds, real-time combat mechanics, and the competitive economics. The body is drawn into fast decision-making loop, responding not to others human, but to the AI calibrate system of the stimuli. So sometimes we are the player, but no, we are the customer as well. This is not simply alienation. This is what Han calls self-exploitative conditions. The player is no longer oppressed from the outside, but driven from the within, enticed by their own desires to win, to level up, to gain rare items. Han helps us to see the paradoxical conditions. The subject is free, but in their freedoms, they become exploitable. They are not forced to play. They want to play. But what they want has already been shaped for them. The ethical questions and the social implications. What does this mean for the responsibilities, for the regulations? When the desire itself is designed, how can we speak of the informed consent? When children are exposed to gambling like machinists in the mainstream games, what happened to their relationship with chance, effort, and reward? These questions are not only morals, but it is our structural problems. It's not only morals, but structural problems. Digital gambling operates at the intersections of the entertainment, finance, and surveillance. It reveals how economics of the affects are shaped by invisible infrastructures. It blurs distinctions between player and consumers, between enjoyment and extractions in Thailand. The stakes are even higher. Legal ambiguities, weak regulations, and economic precarities make digital gambling both effective and dangerous. Many Thai youth, for instance, use gambling applications as a form of the escapism. Yes, the platform rarely serves them. They extract from them as well. To conclusions, it's not only the gambling study, but it's made a contribution to anthropology of the digital subjection as well. In the conclusion, digital gambling invited us to rethink about the freedoms, about agency and immersions. The sensory and affective designs of these platforms conceal the structure of the controls behind the interface of play. The player becomes both subject and object, free to choose, just bound by the feedback loop optimized by the AI. William Chuhan reminds us that the most effective form of the control today is not the repression, but seduction. And it's glittering, immersive worlds of the digital gambling. Seduction is everywhere. In the sparkles of the new characters, in the jingle, the jingle sounds in the game, in the jingles of the successful pool, in the illusions of choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you อาจารย์สรยุทธครับ I guess we have a round or we just go since อาจารย์สรยุทธ is on the Zoom I guess we should have a round of questions for him first so anyone have a questions for อาจารย์สรยุทธ according to the online gambling and the lack of freedom Yeah, we have a questions over there. So,
hello, Ajahn Sorayut. I'm a postdoc researcher from the Faculty of Political Science in Chulalongkorn University. I'm from China, and according to your PowerPoint, you mentioned the two games. One is CS:GO, and the other one is like VRT. But actually, I would like to say like there is like for the skins in these two games, I think there is a little difference in these two games because the skins in the Counter-Strike can be traded to real currency very quickly. However, the skins used in VOT cannot be traded. Only maybe the account can be traded, but the skins in the account cannot be traded. So I'm not sure. Like, I'm not trying to criticize your PowerPoint, but I'm just wondering that I think there is a like difference between these two games, and there is also like a gambling called skin gambling, by using like the skins like provided by the Steam platform. And however, these things can never do in the VOT game or like any kind, or maybe some mobile games. So I think there maybe are some difference inside it, and I think it's like will be better if like we can like in the future we can like maybe divide these things into two parts and have more study on that. Maybe that's for me. Thank you.
Thanks for the question. Would you like to respond, อาจารย์สรยุทธครับ
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for you add more details. I think it's not about the questions, but add more details that relevant to my research as well. Thank you very much. But I chose the pictures of two games because I would like to show and like share my ideas about the UX UI designs and the graphic design and the sensory experience when it's not about game itself, but when we develop a game, the developer would like to know the consumer behaviors. So on this sense, the consumer behaviors as a players, and they have to know and they design the characters through when they know the cultures, when they know the player behavior as well. So I think UX UI design and algorithmic system in this game, in both of game, is quite very important to be a case of studies. Yeah, but in the detail of game, we need more time to discuss. And thank you very much for your details. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Ajahn. Like maybe in my context, like maybe like those gambling events related to the skin scamming trade to rare currency will be considered as skin gambling, or the other we will consider like in my research before I will just maybe consider it as gacha in Japanese, maybe gacha or like prediction, this kind of thing. But thank you very much for your idea.
Yeah, I think yes, thank you very much. And in my research, I would like to blur the boundaries between games and gambling as well. You know, every players they knows about the boundaries, like invisible boundaries between a game and gaming system and gambling, and they try to like hit the point in when we play. Yeah, and thank you very much.
ขอบคุณครับอาจารย์สรยุทธ Thanks for the question. It's very important, you know, the boundary between games and gambling and how it affect the Thai youth. So we moving on to the next speaker, อาจารย์ณัฐกรครับ Please start.
Let me stand to speak for more comfortable. Good afternoon, everyone. Again. Before I go to my presentation, I would like to show you some clip. It's very too short. Just allow 30 seconds.
ขายตั๋วไปวันๆเงินก็ไม่มีจะแดกเอาว่ะจัดสักทีนี้เฮ้ยผมเปลี่ยนได้คุณก็เปลี่ยนได้ที่เว็บ PT Soft
เรามีผลงานให้คุณเลือกอีกมากมายสนใจแอดไลน์ @ac988 ได้เลยครับ
I quite worry about my presentation today because of my topic is not related to the issue for this forum. They call AI ethics. I did research a lot about gambling issue, about call center gang, but no one relate to the AI issue. But last week I got this clip from some friend, and I have seen another clip very interesting more than this clip. That clip they use the older people to invite every group of egg to join the gambling. You will feel like quick money, very easy to pay, something like that. They persuade you to join. I think that is AI as tool for gambling investor nowadays. And for my topic, I will talk about the space of exception. According to this morning session, if you heard some cyber police, they said allow 70 to 80% of all cybercrime case in this country, it not happen. in this country it happened without the Thai jurisdiction. I think it happened on the area. Please show my slide. เฟิร์สครับเปิดขอสไลด์หน่อยอ๋อโอเค I talk about the space of exception. It not too far from you. It allow us. That's one. So the second one. I take you toward the area that the many crime activity happen there. Okay, thank you. My topic is space of exception in Mekong country, the expansion of casino business and transnational crime. I try to explain the evolution of gambling industry in around this area. This area I call maybe someone call GMS, Greater Mekong Sub-region. It conclude with the around 6 country, China, Southern China, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam, and also Thai. That maybe someone call this area as the land for Highlander. They call the Somia. And some academics said this is not just Somia, but they call dark Somia because of many they call many criminal activity happen around this area. And my point, I have just I divide my presentation into the 5 main point. I give you the information about the concept of space of exception and type of that. And after that, I just give some example to support the idea space of exception, but I cannot explain by slide by slide because of we have limited of time, just only 10 or 15 minutes. And let I show you the concept. This concept is not new. It's very old concept. It developed from the idea in the legal field. Some expert in German, Carl Smith, they developed this idea to explain some period of time the law cannot enforce in some area. They, for example, some situation like the coup d'etat, army took control the power of government, and for example, war during the war time, the law cannot enforce in some situation. And after that, the sociology scholar developed this idea to explain some area in some country is very lawless. You cannot use the same law in some area. That called the space of exception. And this is the example of one book. He is Myanmar. He was born in Kokang. Kokang is one of space of exception. It's quite close to the border between the China and Myanmar. And around that area they call special region. They got a lot of power to control their area. Myanmar government cannot control that area. That area controlled by ethnic group they call Kokang. And they try to use the concept space of exception to explain his area, his birthplace, and they found that many legal illegal activity happen in his hometown, especially the gambling activity, because of before they got they call the agreement, clear fire agreement to stop the war, and after they join together between Myanmar government and Kokang. Before that, they fight for a long time, and when they stop the war, they exchange with the authority to control that area. You can do anything you want, and just stop to fight back to the Myanmar army. That's okay, and after that, the main business after that that is the casino you have to know first the first casino the first like casino town in GMS happened in the Myanmar in the North Myanmar connect with China southern China because of on before that time they earn a lot of money from they call poppy opium they got a lot of money you can use poppy opium to make the heroin to make the drug and export to other country and after you join the Myanmar you create agreement with them and after that international organization watching you and after that you have to change your own business to the D1 and they found that just only casino can repay the opium the opium field poppy opium field and the next slide I conclude all the spec of exception I divide into just at least three type the first type is quite the guarantee by law this is legal the first one is legal and the second one is not legal and the last one is legal but only stick for some area not all area the first one I give you example this is the concept I give you the example this is guaranteed by Myanmar constitution in Myanmar they have like an autonomous region allow fight on that area you have majority than for example all allow the country Myanmar has the one law about the gambling they call like a national gambling law for according to that law allow the country if you want to do the business about the gambling you need the permission from the central government you need a license but in fact if you stay in the autonomous region you can ask for the license for the permission from the I call like a region government not involved with the national level government this is the legal guarantee by law this is the base of exception the next one this is the informal exemption the area I would like to show you this slide you found the like white collar white collar area all controlled by the ethnic military group that means allow that area Myanmar cannot go inside required to that means if you want to do the illegal business you have to look for the area white area but this is not guaranteed by law but in fact the military control allow that area and the third one the last one for type of the space of exception it about it very popular not only in Myanmar every country also including Thailand we have the area they call special economic zone the purpose only stick only the economic purpose and this show the number it very increase year by year and in Laos in Cambodia all countries have the area like this you will see for me for my founding I found that we found many illegal activity happen around that area inside the special economic zone not only gambling business but also the scam center also the human trafficking drug trafficking prostitution wildlife animal selling a lot of things a lot of illegal thing happen on in that area and let me show some good example this map show the casino still run still operate in this region you will see the number is very decreased after the COVID pandemic but also still run in some area most of them are special economic zone for example in Sihanoukville in บ่อแก้ว that is my research page King Roman and this Gokang you will see they change from this sorry they change from this to this and still operate please remind me if I have running out of time okay next I go to the some picture to show you I took this picture more than 10 years ago when I did research in King Roman Casino it located inside the special economic zone Golden Triangle you see in Laos the gambling law they call the criminal law they don't allow Laotian to join the casino they allow only foreigner people to go inside to the casino to pay card to pay some slot but from this picture you will see a lot of gambler is Lao people and another picture I have two pictures to show you this is the fake Starbucks in special economic zone not only Starbucks not only fake Starbucks there also KFC fake KFC this is break the law this is break the trademark law but who care because of this is the space of exception you cannot use the law enforced on that area this is good example and I think this just happened after the COVID pandemic because of you cannot go cross the border to pay casino because of they have like a many measure to control the people to cross the border so that's why they look for the new revenue one thing they have to lend the area for some group of criminal to do something illegal one thing is a scam 3 นาที okay I show you the like I said you before it's many scam center that found by UNODC it's still the same page join with the casino join with the online gambling join with many criminal thing in the same area that area is a space of action most of them are special economic zone or SEZ and I just got this picture recently you will see if you watch from the television you got new in a few years ago China government they have paid attention to destroy the center they call compound center of scam center not only every area if your victim is Chinese people Chinese government quite concerned about that, and they try to pressure the government, Thai government, Myanmar government to close, to help the people back the country. If you heard the Sing case, that is a very good example. I would like to show you this picture. It still happen, but they have to move. The two things you have learned, if you want to do the business, illegal business, two things you have to know. That is the main principle. First principle, you have to shoot the pet it very safe, very safe. The first thing. This area is very safe. It used to be safe, but maybe now it's quite not safe. You have to look for the new pet, more server. And another thing, the cost is very important. If you do the business, illegal business in Thai country, you have to pay a lot. You have to pay police, you have to pay custom, you have to pay immigration. That is a high cost for you to do the business. So that means if you go to maybe allow that, maybe one-stop service. You pay only one time and you can do your illegal business. That is two things important. That is main principle. If you be the criminal gang, transnational organized crime. And the last thing I would like to say, if we would like to solve this problem for sustainability, we need talk with the country, with neighbor country. Not other way to stop the criminal activity. The main thing, if you have to talk with the policy, you should stop the policy to the give authority to investor, to concession for do the special economic zone like that. If it still increase, that means the criminal is still happen. I think this is only way to stop the criminal activity. You have to talk with the neighbor country to change their policy about the SEC, about the special economic zone. Okay, just first now.
Thank you, Ajahn Sorayut, for your presentation about the special exemption area. I think that's what it's called, right? But what we learned is that those areas are the area that create some problem, criminal problem, and those specific exemption increase, give chance to the some organization to create online scam and casino. So I would like to turn first to our last speaker, Ajahn Thiratat. Please.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege to be here to discuss such a really important issue, protecting children from online gambling in the age of AI or artificial intelligence. In the digital era, our children are growing up connected, curious, and incredibly vulnerable. So today, technology brings many benefits. It also opens the door to the new and evolving threats. We are talking about online gambling platforms. So today, I will walk you through the growing risk of online gambling and finally explore how AI can be part of the solution. And the last thing is policy recommendations to protect children from online gambling. First thing, it is important. It is really important to survey where children navigating every day. Many things are seen and unseen. One thing are inappropriate content and sexual exploitation. there's a growing concern of sexual exploitation, grooming, and live streaming abuse. Children today post violent and harmful content like adult content. So sexualized content make them feel like they are adult, even they not reach adulthood. So this is dangerous. Second is gaming disorder. Gaming is one of the most immersive environment for children. Some games blur the line between entertainment and gambling. This is what I'm trying to talk to. Games is the most wonderful things that when they talk about what they want to play online. Online gambling platform take this advantage from these vulnerabilities. Why children are so vulnerable? Children and adolescents are naturally curious, impulsive, and still developing brain, critical thinking, and risk assessment skills. So the platforms take this advantage of this vulnerability through sophisticated game-like interfaces, through reward system algorithm, to social media advertising and influencer partnership. It is not just unethical, it is dangerous. The third one is misinformation and fake news. Children face harmful ideologies, conspiracy theories, and misinformation. It distorts their view of the world and sometimes erode the trust from the reliable sources. So this is the content that are harmful. These are harmful. Okay. Let's turn our focus to online gambling, which is a rapidly expanding risk in this world and targeting on children and young people more than ever. During my training, operational training session across Bangkok and other regions of Thailand, we found that many students show confidence in their ability to beat the system. They believe that it is a quick way to earn the money. They think that when they get the money at the bonus round, even whether 500 baht or 1,000 baht, they would switch platforms before losing in a later round. This is a serious misconception. It is dangerous also. So we are thinking about strengthening media information and digital literacy to know about how the owner of the platform play around our children. Okay, and how AI can be one of the solution. AI, okay, sorry, okay. How AI can be one of the solution. AI, unfortunately, can be acting as an enemy. They can manipulate users, monitor, analyze, and manipulate them. So this is the way that platform online playing around children. They optimize platform for maximum profit and attention. They personalize many offers to keep children engaged. This is not just unethical, I confirm. It is dangerous. So, we can use AI to protect children. AI can be designed as a tool, we call a safety tool, to detect addictive behavior, to save the children, to limit the excessive gambling period, and to moderate content for children. It can be used to block and identify harmful content before it is reached our children. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move to. Okay. Let's move to the policy recommendations. In my opinion, what does it take for solving these solutions, solving this problem to protect our children from online gambling? The first one, I would like to say that online gambling should start at home. The first line of defense against online gambling starts at home. Every member family should talk together openly and fairly and listening to each other actively. We should raise active citizens. It means children not only aware of the risk but also navigate content wisely. And parents or caregivers should aware about the risk and take care of the children with awareness and care. Okay. The second one is collaboration. Collaboration means all sectors must work together. Government sectors, schools, parents, education, civil society must work together. I confirm that. And let's turn to the side that it is about legal, the law. It is about law, legal and political side of an issue. We are talk about strong laws. We need the strong law. Government should enforce law clearly. And we need a leadership, even though today leadership of the leader may seem rare. But we still continue to demand and encourage it. Leaders should protect children with serious commitment about education and campaign that will be set nationwide. Politicians must not put the profit and their popularity above the safety of children and youth, who are the future of our nation. This is really important. And as an ordinary people like me, like you, civil society and ordinary people must work, act, push, pressure, and demand for many things that help our children alive and survive among risk content around them. Okay, this is what I would like to emphasize. Okay, in closing, let me emphasize this. in the age of AI, the risks children face online are real and growing. We are at a crossroads. We can allow algorithms to exploit vulnerabilities or to build safer and fairer internet for the next generation. Let's choose to protect. Let's choose to empower. Or let's ensure that AI is not used to manipulate, but to safeguard our children's futures. Thank you.
Thank you ขอบคุณครับอาจารย์ธีรรัตน์ I think we all we can see how the youth and adolescents are prone to the danger of online gambling and AIs. So we open for a round of question and opinions and such. So please, if anyone has anything to say and ask. Anyone want to start, or maybe I should just start it, like because let's start with
I would like to add
Bank.
some more thing. I forget to talk to you. Last 2 weeks I just went to the Mae Sai border area with the connect with the Thai Lect in Myanmar. It's very quiet. I never seen like this before. I asked my friend what happened. They called the web is gone. The web mean who work for the gambling website in Myanmar, and why? Last year, the Myanmar arrest a lot of young Thai people who work for gambling website in Myanmar, and now most of them still in jail in Myanmar. That affect to the newcomer to join the illegal business, the online gambling business in Thai Lect. I think this is the good example to explain. If the government enforce the law, you will never see the spread of action area in your country.
Oh, that's great in the sense that we see some changes, but I always seen online gambling and those exemption areas as something that come from the outside, right? But this is like the question of the PM 2.5 and a lot of things that actually not in Thailand itself, but somehow it was that we didn't do anything with it. So for example, like we want to pressure someone to do something, right? But then we can like cut economic ties, or maybe has some laws that you cannot burn those crops and then send it to Thailand and such. Would you say that it's one of the solution that we can do to as a country, and how we impose soft power and hard power onto those exemption area?
The first thing I think we should have the if you have law in two area in two country, you have the one standard. Because of now it's the different standard between two country. For example, like PM 2.5, you can burn a lot in other country, but inside the country you can do like this because of they have the law to protect the environment.
Okay. Any comments? ครับ
Because of this session is just about the AI, so I like to bring the issue together, because for the we talk about the casino right? Because you said that we have, because the space that exception, right? On the borderline that we have the casino, but at the same time we have the online. The online is really easily to be captured by the AI on the behavior of the customer and how to convince them to play and stick with playing on this. But anyway, because I have seen the data that the data in outside in the world that in the COVID the people cannot go to the casino. That's why the online gambling they increase a lot to substitute on this. But anyway, after the COVID passed, right now, the people still like to go to play in the casino because it's something like the environment or many things that they like to go to the casino. So in the world, we have seen that. For example, in Las Vegas or in Macau, the share of the people go to the casino is still much larger than the casino or the online. But anyway, in Thailand it's different. In Thailand it's different because in the border in the casino in the border of Thailand is smaller and smaller, right? And they have to provide the casino online. So in this case, I like to ask both of you that if we what do you think in the future that because the AI, I think the AI is just they are better and better, especially in the term of the capture the behavior of the people and also in term of the language. In that case, they can provide so many incentives and many things that to convince the people. And if the AI can capture in the online gambling, that means they don't need the spatial space, not like the location. They don't need the location anymore. Do you think that it will change in the future or not? Or the location is still really important?
อาจารย์ธีรรัตน์ first
ครับ
This is wonderful place. Imagine that the place that you try to explain is very complicated and interesting, which we call entertainment complex. So I don't know, it can happen shortly or in the near future. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure about the stability of the government also. So I think the gambling land or gambling space is still exists, but not larger than the past. And online will be expanding more and more, including many things like Cabaret, slot machine, or gaming for children, which is including loose boxes, free to play, mechanics with in-app purchases, something like this. Okay, I think they are designed for many sectors of people. Not just only adult, because I'm not sure, and I don't believe that they don't interested in young people. Okay, so it has to protect children from the harmful atmosphere like this. We must work together hand in hand and give the people in our country media, information, and digital literacy, strengthen them to active citizen. We must stand up and try to be active citizen, to let ourselves aware the risk and live in the online world wisely. That's all.
Thank you ครับอาจารย์ธีระ
good very good question but very hard to answer just quick thinking I think for me I think the location still need important I have two big news last week the first news is about the three Chinese students they got the student visa from some university in Chiang Mai and they live in Chiang Mai almost 1 year to do the climbing website in Chiang Mai in Chiang Mai city and why the police know because of their neighbor found they never go outside the house they call the delivery to send the food to send the something to drink every day so that's why neighborhood call the police to catch them that is the word one big news and another big news the Thai police cyber police arrest two big gang Australian big gang operate the call center operate the scam activity their victim is Australian and English native speaker in other country but the operation base located in Thailand I think location still important but AI it help them for protect themselves for like my clip at the beginning of my presentation look at the past if you use someone to present to your website online climbing website after they crack down your website maybe you have to arrest by police but they use AI now as presenter for invite you to join the climbing game
yeah they don't need stars anymore may I I think Ajahn Sorayut would like to say something.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate Ajahn Nuttakorn presentation so much because it's very relevant to the present situation as well. Because when we think about the borderlines or the state of exceptions along the Thai-Burma borders, or we call the Somias or the Chanpin-Gao, or that area as the dark Somias. I think it's relevant to the online gambling as well, because it's not about the physical space, but we can redefine or reinterpret the online platforms at the contact zones as well, or the online platforms at the state of exceptions, or the online platforms at the location as well. So this is inspired from Ajahn Nuttakorn presentation. So the second thing that I would like to share with everyone is about the law enforcement in the online platforms. For me, is from my experience, online platform is not a common. It's not about our space, but it's a hierarchical system. It's orders to access to that space. So how we resolve the problems about the online gambling. So we need to democratizing the online platform at the first step. We have to think about this step at the first step. And this is my ideas. Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับ so please
I have two questions. The first one is on your space exception, which I found very interesting. This is the first time I saw this kind of map and location map. But and then you mentioned the word safe, and I wonder what safe mean in this context. It means safe for them to continue their activities, safe from the law enforcement, or safe from the kind of the conflict between the ethnic minorities. I'm not sure, but I hope you can answer that. And then when we go to the children, I join with you the concern over our children activities on this issue. But I wonder whether you have done research or is there any kind of research in terms of the distribution of the online gambler in Thailand, the age group, and who should we be concerned more, the children, the workforce, or even the elderly? I mean, if you have that kind of research, I would like to hear more about it. Thank you.
For the first question, I have a short answer. That is safe for law enforcement.
Very short answer. And I also have shorter answer. This is a good questions. Good questions. The second question you asked me should be the next research of CGS Center of Gambling Studies to explore how children engage in online gambling, how many range of age playing online gambling, something like this. Should be the task of CGS. So I give this offer to Ajahn Nunnoi. Thank you.
ครับ I think we have learned a lot about AI, about gambling, about the casino. We learned from Ajahn Sorayut. We learned from Ajahn Nuttakorn and Ajahn Thiratat. I'm sorry. About the exemption area, the AI, and the effect on our youth. So thank you very much for everyone. Oh, sure.
I would like to share my idea that mutual responsibility is needed. So we should demand responsibility from platforms online, especially international platforms, which is the place of the scammer operation on this platform often. So we would work harder to get together with all sectors in Thailand to solve this problem. It is the duty of active citizens like us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the comment. I think maybe, I'm not sure, but is this in New Zealand that they don't allow children above 15 to use TikTok? Well, anyway, I don't know if we can do that or not, but that's why might be one way. Anyway, thank you everyone for your presenting here and listen to us ครับขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ